hammered, absolutely hammered. Don't worry about chasing that. A little too wide.
Yeah, right.
That's more like it, Judes. That's just right on cue. Just nurdle it down to thirders. Gone. This time gone. Neck and crop, middle stump pegged back. So another wicket. They're scenting early wickets. It's a good start this for Hampshire.
And Tom Clark has to depart for 10.
Have to hurry. Direct hit, interesting. Direct hit, very interesting. We are going to have a look.
Young players attack the ball, head watching the ball, diving in the air like Superman, underarm throw, and out by miles. That's outstanding fielding. Duncan Fletcher always used to say to us, didn't he, the fielding team, I want you to get one for the team. That's outstanding. Help the bowlers. We've seen some fielding on this ground today. 2 outstanding catches and a brilliant underarm throw there by Hilton Cartwright.
Lovely shot, beautiful shot.
Oh, it's gone straight up. And this is what pressure does for you. Coles has chipped it up in the air, and that looks like James Vince has taken an easy catch at extra cover. The pressure paying off for the Hawks.
Well, it was slightly shorter, and I think Coles' eyes lit up. Threw the shot just a little bit too quickly, and James Vince set himself, lovely base, straight down the gullet. And Benny Howell, his change has made the difference, and it's a bit of a struggle for the Sussex Sharks now. 4 down, Cole's gone for 10, 57 for 4.
Get it, Benny! Catch, is there a catch? Yes, there is. It just looked like a slower ball there from Benny Howell, using all his experience, assess the conditions, taking pace off, brings in the chance and swallows it up.
Finn Hudson-Prentice for 3, Sussex 63 for 5.
Through the offside, is it a catch? Yes, it is. He is pumped up here this evening, James Vincent's captain, and he's backed up his bowlers with a terrific catch at extra cover.
Of the Sussex keeper, he's gone for 16. Sussex in disarray at 67 for 6.
Newer players. Oh. That's a nice looking shot. That will find the boundary as well. Much needed for Sussex. A bit of elevation, that's coming right towards us, Judes, all the way. So, a good over and a good finish to the over as well. Oh, that's through again. Just had a couple of sloppy moments for Hampshire. A misfield the previous delivery, and then just a complete miss. That's a nice stroke. And again, it is hitting against the wind, but it just manages to go over. Really welcome boundary. Well, a chance should be taken. And it is. We've seen some excellent fielding today, and again it's Vince. He's been in the active zones. I think that's his 3rd catch.
And Danny Lamb has to depart for 18.
Well, that's against the breeze, but that will go all the way. That's an excellent strike from McAndrew into the crowd as well.
McAndrew deep in his crease, so he was able to get up and underneath it. Fantastic shot.
And up and over the offside. Nice strike. Ollie Robinson. Well, again, just dropped short. And again, it does find the boundary. Bowled full straight around his leg. Robinson trying to give himself a bit of space to access the leg side. But Chris Wood equal to it.
Ollie Robinson just watching the replay. Well, he's going to have to depart for 9.
Catch!
Shouts of catch, but it's just going to be on. Hilton Cartwright did his best to make the ground. It's just a little bit too much for him to do. Now this should be gone, and is taken quite comfortably. High on the bat of Tamal Mills. Tom Prest, that is. Substitute fielder taking the catch and backward point. And another one bites the dust.
Tamal Mills has to go. Not his best night with the bat over the match, really. He's gone for 6, and the score is 129 for 9.
flayed away. And Crocombe gets off the mark with a boundary. And that is that. Low full toss, easily taken by Liam Dawson, and that completes an excellent night for the Hampshire Hawks. A big victory, one that they desperately needed to get their groove back in the 2025 Vitality Blast.
Liam Dawson picks up the catch. It was a low full toss and he's been plinked to extra cover.
So 62 runs is the margin of victory, the second biggest for Hampshire over Sussex in their storied history of El Clasicost. They take the bragging rights for this one at least. They still have to meet down at the Utilita Bowl later on in the summer. 196 for 8 plays, 134, 62 runs to win.
It's when you go, that's when people will realize how big a player he was. I feel sad that he...
Taco Bell boss burrito, taste that slaying. Fluffy tortilla, bossing. Cheesy chicken strips, smoking. Gooey cheese inside, that's oozing. Chicken's a vibe, straight popping. Glazed veggies, they tossing. Ghost pepper habanero make you drop in. Melted cheese sizzle drooling. Taco Bell boss burrito, slay like a boss.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
28 crore का प्राइस पूल, 42 ट्रॉफी इवेंट्स, 128 टॉर्नीज और फिनाले गोवा में।
823 के एपिक पोकर चैंपियनशिप में होगा एपिक पोकर प्लेयर्स का एपिक क्लैश। मतलब जहां भी हो आ जाओ।
Here in the West Country, and it is top versus bottom. Somerset have won the last 7 games against Essex, but Essex, after a dismal season on the back of a victory against Surrey, will hope to overturn the odds. They've got a young side, but an experienced overseas player in Mohamed Amir, who's going to kick things off for Essex. 4 players 20 years or under in that Essex side. As for Somerset, they are a machine in this competition. Top of the table, 8 wins from 10. So well organised, players that know their roles. Will the form guide be true this evening? We're ready to get underway. Beautiful start from Mohamed Amir to take us through these first 5 overs. Good evening, Robert Croft.
Good evening, Charlie Dagnall. What a beautiful evening it is down here. Well, we spent most of the day, haven't we? And it's been sun, sun and more sun. Seen some good cricket early on, and that's a nice way to start if you're Mohamed Amir and if you're an Essex supporter. The pitch was very dry and looked to show a little bit of turn earlier on in the women's game. It'll be interesting to see how it plays when the men are on it. And just a little bit of curve again and straightening up. 2 perfect deliveries to start off against Banton, who's been in good form.
Right across the bows. Feet stuck in a little bit of concrete, which you can understand. Early part of the innings from Banton. How dangerous this Somerset side are, especially at the top of the order.
Well, they are, especially if it's a very, very good batting pitch. Sometimes get unhinged when the pitch is a little bit more, needs a little bit more subtle work on. Yeah, they've lost 2 of the last 3 here at home at their fortress, and even though they're in an impressive outfit, losing doesn't do a lot for you, even though they picked up a win. Was it the last game against Hampshire? Surrey was... No, we're talking about Somerset here. Against Hampshire, so they are in good form. A little bit of swing again. And they'd be picking up 2, but they will have to scuttle through, and they do. Yeah, Mohamed Amir with that new ball. Very, very good. A threat just causes you to worry about both edges of the bat when you get a little bit of in swing, and then it can straighten up. This was full and dug out, and from early on there was a little bit of hesitancy, but they managed to get home.
I'll be intrigued to see how Essex approach this, Crofty, in that their bowling attack has been found wanting over the course of this season. Most expensive in the power play, and it doesn't really get much better from over 7 to 15 as well. There is one thing I'm excited about, though, with this Essex side.
Left a motor there, and I think a direct hit would have been gone for all money. Allison there was close, but not quite close enough. At the end of the first over, Somerset with 3 without loss.
मौजूद अक्तो भावाशु 14 साल के बाद आजाद होकर घर आया।
आशु था, लेकिन हमारे गैंग में नहीं था, सिर्फ गैंग का जोकर था।
तुम्हें गुस्सा नहीं आया?
Taco Bell boss burrito.
Taste that slaying. Fluffy tortillas bossing. Spicy veggie strips smoking. Gooey cheese inside that's oozing. Panier's a vibe straight popping. Glazed veggies, they tossing. Ghost pepper habanero make you drop in. Melted cheese sizzle drooling. Taco Bell boss burrito. Slay like a boss.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
पकौड़ों का मौसम।
Young player Charlie Bennett, his debut for Essex.
Well, it wasn't a great start, but could have been helped out a little bit more by Jordan Cox. Probably should have taken that and shouldn't have resulted in 4.
Yeah, I'm with you. Did swing after it pitched, but you'd expect your keeper to be taking that. He won't forget his first ball in senior cricket, that's for sure.
I think it was a bit sloppy there from Cox. He's better than that. Can you remember when you were that fresh-faced, Daggers?
No. Such a long time ago. But no, I was mentioning about that. 4 players, 20 and under. And when your season is done, which Essex's is, and I'm not saying they're just sort of taking a look, these are players who are starting to become established, but they're probably in a period of transition at the moment, Essex, and graduating some of those young players. So Luke Benkenstein, Noah Thane, Charlie Bennett, Tim Knight, the debutant, and Charlie Allison, all 20 years and under. That's what excites me.
Cut away, straight to the fielder. Yeah, I like your point, and you know it is a point that can be argued. What's really important, though, is that everybody within Essex is on the same page with it, because trust me, from a coaching perspective, the spotlight is on you the most in the T20 competition and any other competition in the UK throughout the season. So if you are going to throw the youngsters in, then you need to have the backing of the club to know that if you do go through a period of losing, that's okay. Oh, up in the air. Well, it's up in the air, but it's straight off the middle of the bat. And it's the first boundary off the bat from the Somerset team this evening.
This is quite the baptism for Charlie Bennett. You're facing up to Tom Banton and Will Smead, and if you just floated a little bit wide of off stump, you can expect where the ball will end up. Lovely pure strike.
Very similar, but this time it's on the ground. What a beautiful cricket shot that is. The elbow was so high all the way through the shot. 4 more.
It's exquisite from Tom Banton. Again, it's just that width. You can't afford, and he'll learn very quickly, you can't afford to give them a modicum of width. They're going to latch onto it so quickly.
That's a little bit better, but still could do with coming in a fraction more. I think they need to make sure that they get around this young man, because it is a big day. There's a good crowd here. It's not just the game you're playing, it's the first time probably in front of a big crowd like this, and they're not always the most sympathetic here side of country. Oh, through the air, through the same area again, and that's 3 beautiful shots from Banton through the same spot for his 3rd boundary of the over. 2 overs gone, Somerset at 20 without loss.
सोनी स्पोर्ट्स के टीवी चैनल्स पर हमारी नई टीम इंडिया।
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
Taco Bell boss burrito, taste that slaying. Fluffy tortilla, bossing. Cheesy chicken strips, smoking. Gooey cheese inside, that's oozing. Chicken's a vibe, straight popping. Glazed veggies, they tossing. Ghost pepper habanero make you drop in. Melted cheese, sizzle drooling. Taco Bell boss burrito, slay like a boss.
28 crore का प्राइस पूल, 42 ट्रॉफी इवेंट्स, 128 टॉर्नीज और फिनाले गोवा में।
A23 के एपिक पोकर चैंपियनशिप में होगा एपिक पोकर प्लेयर्स का एपिक क्लैश। मतलब जहां भी हो आ जाओ। एपिक पोकर चैंपियनशिप पावर्ड बाय A23 पोकर। इससे एपिक और कहां?
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है। जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
The women in blue have been unstoppable since 2022.
India win the series.
Now, they return stronger, chasing mission whitewash on English soil. Watch India Women Tour of England live on Sony Live and Sony Sports Network.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
गुनहगार सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूं सर।
भारत के भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री श्री राजीव गांधी जी की हत्या की गई है।
अभी तक किसी भी आदमी या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने सामने आके रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं ली।
वायरस के एंड में क्लॉथ फाइबर मिला, सुसाइड बॉम्बर।
हम इसे कैनेडी असैसिनेशन की तरह नहीं बनने देंगे।
जब मेरी मम्मी सुबह काम पे निकल जाता है, मैं बहन का ख्याल रखती हूँ।
Mohamed Amir was indicating just after he took the wicket that it was the ball to go across, and there was a little bit of push away, and that's, as you said there, Daggers, perhaps starting to aim squarer, but as he saw the ball drift away towards the offside, had to try and correct his shot and found that leading edge. That's the craft of Mohamed Amir. Oh, well bowled, very well bowled. I think that was a slower ball.
Yeah, and it's the deception. The arm comes over at exactly the same speed. And he completely foxes Will Smead. Amazing how he holds it back, but that arm comes over, and that's the deception that confuses batters.
Yeah, no.
A little bit of hesitation. Yeah, it's that. This is what he does without much change in action, isn't it? He's got this, the pace on ball with the same action and the pace off ball with the same action. It's so difficult to pick up. All pulled away, but just off the cue end of the bat. And picks up a single to end the third over, which takes it to 23 for 1.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।